Just
yeah, and that does not look like the pictures that we got when we pre-ordered.
Because this is what we got. This
Exactly.
is what was shown to us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I like this look better than the gray look.
All right. Welcome back to the Collecting Brothers. I'm John. This is Josh, and today we're breaking down the Mythic Legions All-Star Wave 6. We're gonna break down the fan voted figures that got revealed or that got chosen, and then we're gonna go into all the new things. And boy, oh boy, do they have some good ones. There's a horse we need to talk about, but we'll get to that. We'll get to what happened with that horse. But let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, and then first up for the fan vote, we're getting this blood magic powered skeleton. As the first, this was apparently the most popular vote for the fan vote.
And also, they said it was like the first skeleton that made it to the All-Stars, which is kind of surprising because I feel like when I read like the forums and the YouTube chat, like there's a lot of skeleton fans. So surprised that this is the first skeleton All-Star.
Yeah, so here we have Clavian as the top pick of the first of the All-Star Wave 6, and he's looking good. He's got the Necronominous. Wait, that's the book. Necro. What's
no,
his name?
You're right.
Oh, okay. But he's got that sigil.
It has the symbol, yeah, the Necronominous symbol, exactly. Yep.
Necronominous symbol on the sigil there, and looks great. I mean, it is. One thing that people have been kind of complaining is that it is, from way back in the first wave, and it's nice to get that figure back, but it is on an older body mold, right?
Not only that, but like the biggest thing, like it's just I think for completionists, right? Because if you're maybe getting new to Mythic Legions, like honestly, like if I was on a budget, I would not get any of the All-Stars. One, because like you said, they're using very old molds. Two, they come with way less accessories. And overall, they're just a less figure for the price because they're all the same prices. Like if I was on a budget, I wouldn't pick any of the All-Stars. I would just get the new figures because there's no cloth goods on any All-Stars either. Yeah,
I agree. And this, you're getting a shield, you're getting the very basic leather belt, and then a sword, with different. I mean, the sword looks good, of course, but that's all you're getting in that. And as we go into later in this video and the other stuff we're talking about here, you'll see what $37 worth of a Mythic Legions
exactly
can get.
Which is kind of crazy, right? Because like if you think about inflation, it should be the opposite, but it's just the amount of Mythic Legions fans and the fandom that's grown that now they're making more money per figure they make because they're selling so much more that they're reverse inflationing these figures somehow. And that's straight up.
That's what they said on the stream when they were announcing this, is that because of the fan devotion, because of the fan support, they are able to just fill in more things into that package, right? Because there is that demand for it. All right, but there we go. There's Clavian, the blood magic skeleton. All right, next up, we are having the evil dwarven warrior Bothar Shadowhorn. And like the previously revealed Clavian, Bothar was from that first wave of Mythic Legions.
Which is crazy. I don't have either of these because this is when it was on Kickstarter, which is insane. Right. So this is like, I don't know how, I think this is maybe 8 or 9 years, maybe it could be 10 years old. This is an old figure. Yeah.
That's from a long time ago. But here we got that dwarf. And dwarf, I guess there is a big dwarf fan fandom within the Mythics.
Yes, so. The skeleton and the dwarf legions, those guys are the hardcores. Those guys are hardcore fans. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, they definitely they were all talking about him and stuff. But yeah, no, just to kind of that dwarven basic figure there. And I do actually have, from the orc that I got, I do have that axe. So that's a really fun axe to mess around with. All right, there's Bothar. And here's everything that you're getting with him. You're getting the pauldrons, the basic leather shield, that double-bladed axe, a long sword, and a dagger. All right, next up, we have the Shadow Orc, Gorthok. Again, this Gorthok was initially released with the Covenant of Shadows wave, and it's the first ever orc to be named an All-Star. They're saying another orc that got announced is not counting, but so here we have the first ever orc.
Yeah, because Bryophytus was the Mossman tribute, so it was not a voted figure. It was just the tribute. And that's another thing. Yeah, that's another thing to note too is previously, since like All-Stars 1 through 4 have all been like majority reissue figures, and then there'd be 2 He-Man or He-Man tributes.
Right. Yeah.
But like since All-Stars 5, which they said plus, and then this one's All-Stars 6, but they didn't say plus because I think this is going to be the new trend now, where there's actually going to be less reissue and more new.
That would be cool.
Because before it was like 6 All-Stars per wave, and now it's split. Like I think now it's all like four. Yeah, 4. So there's less reissues now.
Which I think they do want to move away from. I don't think they like putting out this older stuff.
Yeah.
Even though fans might want it, they're on to new things, They're on to new things. So.
It's true. I did vote for this one, so I'm glad this was one of my 3 picks. I wanted Gorthok. I love orcs.
So there's Gorthok for you. And he does look good, man. That the paintwork on him looks great. Yeah. It's a good looking orc. And it is bare chested as well, too, so that's nice.
And just like the splotches make him unique to like any other orc. That's why I love him.
Yeah, there's the shadow. But there he is, and you get that. I love that orc
head.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite orc heads. All right, and then the last one. They did 3 fan votes and for the All-Stars, and they also did an All-Star alumni vote. So they had previous All-Star contestants, and they came in and got to be chosen again. And who won here was the Sir Ignatius.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that we're all the way to All-Star 6. Like it's deep now. Even the All-Stars is deep. So alumni, I think, is a good thing just because it's even though this is the 3rd reissue, I still don't have this figure. A lot of people don't have this figure,
Yeah, and they were saying that the cool thing about this one is that it is pearlescent. So his armor is a different material or whatever, different paint job. So it is more sought after. So I think that's why definitely it won. And it is nice to get maybe potentially a 3rd chance at a figure, right? You don't get the first wave, you don't get in the All-Stars, maybe it becomes an All-Star alumni. But there is Sir Ignatius looking good. And again, just that older body, which is all right. It's all right.
Yeah, it looks good though, that pearl paint.
The pearlescent.
Because they don't. I don't think I've ever seen it. They don't do it very often. It's rare.
Yeah, I'm new to the line, so I'll take your word for it. But let's go ahead and move on. So that was all the All-Star stuff. That's all the stuff we voted for, and that's what won. But let's jump over to the new things. First up, we are having a Skeleton Raider. And here's Trevor 16 Shooter's beautiful shot here of that Skelly Raider. Looking real good. And I'm assuming this is like their army builder, right? It's not named. It's not a named character. It's just to kind of fill out your skeleton army, your undead army.
But it is still like a standard price, right? It's still $37.
Right, yes.
It's not an army builder. Exactly.
Oh, okay, I guess you're right. Yeah, it is normal for that 37 price point there. Mm-hmm. There's a quick bio on the Skeleton Raider. Go and hit pause if you'd like to read that. But man, it looks great. That shield looks great. The helmet looks good. They did say that the jaw is not articulated because of the tightness that they wanted to have on the helmet. So I actually prefer that. Like, I'm okay to sacrifice a little bit of articulation to keep the aesthetic and the proportions right.
Yeah, and something I remember they were saying like, it's kind of very inspired by like the old Conan shows, and it does look like that, right? Doesn't it look like a Conan?
Well, what I got from it was like the old Clash of the Titans, the like stop motion skeletons.
Yeah, that's what
Harryhausen
saying,
stuff.
Yeah,
that's what I got the vibes of when I first saw this guy. I was like, yeah, this one looks good. This one looks
like
cool.
I don't have the Mezco Conan, but it would be really cool to take pictures if you had the Mezco Conan with this. I think it'd pair really well.
I think Conan even has that helmet.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it is Conan. Yeah, Conan has that helmet.
Yeah, no, it looks great. Here he is with his little mace going at it. But yeah, and I love that gladiator helmet that they're throwing in with this pack. So super exciting now.
And that's a pretty rare piece. Like I think that's only the 2nd or max 3rd time we've ever gotten that helmet.
Oh, wow.
So it's a pretty rare helmet.
Cool. That's cool that they're adding it though. Technically, might not fit with the aesthetic, but like, let's just get that piece out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, to give people, you can build your own figure. Yeah.
So, but with this being the first of the new stuff, here is everything you're getting for a $37 price point. You're getting 4 sets of hands, pauldrons, armaments, gauntlets, weapons, shields, 2 heads, basically. And I mean, this is amazing what they're able to provide their, to sell to their fans.
Yeah, and it all started with Mythic Legions Aether Wave, where they finally first introduced interchangeable hands and feet. And then they just did it at first as packs, right? And they weren't actually included. Right. You just buy them separately. But then as they got to like Alithia Wave and Poxus Wave, they just started throwing in sets of hands for like all figures. But they didn't really increase the price, right? So that's what we're saying. Like with the All-Stars, it's like, you're never going to get alternate hands because alternate hands didn't start till Alithia Wave. Right,
yeah, they didn't start till later. All right, there's the Skelly Raider. Let's head up next to Scally Bone Splitter. And Dwarf fans rejoice. Of course, we are getting a skeleton dwarf. This thing looks mean, dude. This is like should be on the cover of it. This is like a heavy metal album right here, you know?
Yeah, I love this guy. I
So this
really
is
love
like
this guy.
a Monomarth album right here.
He's awesome.
But yeah, here's the bio for Skelly. And pause it if you want to read it. We're gonna just keep on going here. But again, $37 price point here for this figure. And I love the blue armor on his chest and the loincloth there.
And then same thing with this one. They're using a lot of pieces that we haven't only gotten once. Like the helmet that was first introduced like with the Deluxe Legion builders, the shoulder pauldron as well. This is only the second time they're using it. And the hammer as well is only the second time they're using it. And even the chest piece, right? That chest piece that you mentioned. So it's all stuff that like we've only gotten once.
And they're just bringing it back out on a new figure. And with the beautiful thing about, Mythic is it's all pop and swappable. So it's like you're getting that new piece of armor there. And he looks cool, man. He does look good.
Yeah, exactly. And like something that they do a lot too is like, so like this is the Deluxe Legion builder. Okay. But they just add like new fins, right? Those fins I've never seen those fins before. So those are brand new fins.
Okay. All right, but there's everything you're getting with the Scally here, Bone Splitter, a beautifully ornate detailed shield, 3 weapons, 2 sets of hands, the updated leather belts, 2 beautiful head sculpts, man. The fact that you're getting 2 different sculpts, that is, I don't know, that's amazing. Instead of like one with like a slightly different face or a mask up, it's 2 different beards, 2 different looks, 2 different aesthetics. But yeah, this looks great. Again, $37. I'm going to keep saying that all day. Here we go. Next up, Sir Andrew. All right, so I recently started getting into Berserk, mainly because of Gem Mint, but it's making me like Mythic Legions more, and I'm kind of sad that I've chosen not to dive in fully and focus on Cosmic, but there's some cool stuff. So this guy's kind of cool. Here's his bio. He is he is a magic user, which is kind of cool. He has the power of, he can do something. Here's the bio there for you. But 37 price point, big old shield, beautiful soft goods. See Jessam out here giving us some good soft goods. And we'll get later, stay tuned, because later there's a figure that's C. Jessam knocked it out of the park with the soft goods.
No, this one has insane soft goods. It's nothing like they've ever done before.
This one's solid.
The cuts, the layers.
Let's take a look at the back real quick, sorry. But look at that.
Yeah, the cuts and the layers. Like I don't know how many pieces of fabric are there, but there's tons of layers there. That's got to be 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like 5 layers to me. At
least, right? Because you have the top little triangle, and then you have the
blue.
The blue,
and then 2 layers of feathers.
Yeah, I mean, oh, geez, Louise. See, just you're getting. I bet he has a team, or I bet they have a team, right? Like they got to have a team now, right? It's not just that.
And I'm just amazed by how they are able to like mass produce it at that price point. I still don't actually completely understand how they're mass producing
that level of quality
with wires.
It's
you just don't see it.
It's pretty impressive. But the story behind this one, where they were talking to Corn Boy about it, he was saying that basically someone showed up and they're like, hey, give this character wings. And she just had to figure out how to do wings on this character. And so we got like the pauldrons, come up a little bit, get that wing effect, and then you have that beautiful cape on the back there.
And something I really like about this guy is because this is kind of a continuation of the previous wave of Necronominus, where it's like all skeletons and knights, right? And it's just basically it's like wave 2 of Necronominus. I like what they mentioned. His story is that he, like you said, he's a magic user, and he like has like fire powers because he burns all the dead on the battlefield so that Necronominus can't like revive them. I was like, that's cool. That's like I like that.
Yeah, no, that is really cool. And he's got that blue fame. But here's everything you're getting with this figure. And let's talk about that second head sculpt. I love that second head sculpt, the pointy, French, French 100-Year War.
Jouster,
yeah. I love it. I love that old medieval style there. But yeah, a lot of things here. You get 2 swords, 2 flame effects, a shield, all that good stuff for Sir Andrew. All right, let's jump over to some accessory items. These are just little packs that they were just like, hey, let's throw this in. We are getting the updated belts. Now, I'm kind of whatever on this. This is neither here nor there. cool that you could, like, if you definitely need more belts and you're like, you want to strap a guy out, strap a soldier out or whatever, great for you. But I was just like kind of whatever with this.
I actually do kind of like these, just because they kind of change the whole character. Like, let's say like the gladiator, right? Where this one is not like a belt that goes on the torso, but it goes on like the top shoulder, and there's some like that go. And I just think you can change a lot of it, and you can add it to, they're saying, like, to older figures that don't look as like up to par as new as the figures now. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Add some more detail. Yeah, just more adds the detail to old figs.
Yeah, but yeah, and $12 for 7 belts, not too bad. You can get them black or brown, and they look good. I mean, look at that detailing that you're getting. The silver, the golds. These aren't just the leather or the brown little straps that they used to carry in the older figures. And then also you can get a set of bone wings. And I believe these were 15. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
But they were saying, like, it's about, when they're fully splayed out, it's about the size of your hand. That's a pretty decent size in regards to that bone wing. And if you didn't pick up, you missed out on that figure previously, or you just really love those bone wings and want some more, you can pick them up here. All right, now let's get over to the Undead Heads pack. This I thought was really cool. We're getting 2 zombie heads. Well, let's break it down. Here's all the heads for you real quick. The first, and they also come with neck posts, and the zombie head also does come with the headless horseman stump. Yeah. So, I mean, really thought out here, this pack for sure. But the first one is the gorilla skull. And this was also a special crest from Corn Boy. He's like, give me a gorilla skull. He loves monkeys and stuff, is what he was saying. He's like one of those people, Planet of the Apes guys. But this looks great. And the main reason he said he wanted it is to make this thing.
Yeah, the Torpiculi. And that's kind of the reason why they also did that skeleton dwarf, is because Torpiculi uses dwarf legs with just like long arms, right?
Right.
Like, yeah. And so that's what they just had the piece, and they're like, let's make a dwarf skeleton.
So here you can make a gorilla skeleton.
Which, oh my gosh, I don't know. I love this thing. I love this thing.
I think this is way cool. Just a switch of a head, and you have a completely different figure. Mm-hmm. So cool. All right, and then they're also giving us a vampire skull here. And it is an articulated jaw, so that's nice. They're also giving us an orc skull. Again, articulated jaw, the fangs sticking out, big old broad heads. And these are cool. This is like, when I saw this, I immediately got thrown back to Annihilation and that the yelling bear.
Oh yeah.
Like, if you have a type of bear figure or lion figure, like, even if it's like still like feathered and not all skelly, you can just put this on it, like it melted its head off. I don't know. But we're getting a lion skull as well as a wolf skull.
And they did say the lion and wolf skull are non-articulated jaws, unlike the gorilla skull.
Right, correct. Yeah, they are just either closed or opened on those 2 skulls there.
And I honestly think it's because, like, these are reuse technically from Beluolith from the previous wave.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
One is like for the Chimera. They're like for the Chimera skulls, basically.
Yeah, that's true. All right, and there's just some different little pop and swaps that you might be able to do or want to do. That's
a lot of fun, man. To do that, that's going to be a lot of fun.
There's some nightmare fuel over here on the left. All right, let's get into the zombies here. This one's just more of a traditional zombie for the undead. But this one, I love this zombie. This is like old Night of the Living Dead, George A. Romero zombie. I love those bug eyes on him.
Yeah. So. And this is actually just a repaint of the Blue Hagnon. It's just not translucent. It's just painted.
That's fun. But there's a little comparison shot here from the Undead Builder pack. Just kind of showing you the different zombie heads that you can have now.
This is actually a point of beef I have actually with the Mythic Legions, because these look gray, right? But the previous Undead Builder pack, they looked almost blue, and I liked the blue. And now they look the same color as the previous Undead Builder pack. So I'm wondering, is that Undead Builder pack going to come blue like they showed in the images, or is it going to come gray? And now it looks like they're going to go the gray route, which I don't like if that's the case.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't like that.
Do a paint.
Because you remember them. They were like pretty blue and glowy, right?
Well, let's take a look at them. Here's just kind of some the bodies from the Undead Builder pack, just to get you a little Just
yeah,
a
and
feel
that does
for them.
not look like the pictures that we got when we pre-ordered.
Because this is what we got. This
Exactly.
is what was shown to us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I like this look better than the gray look.
And now it might be lighting, but this is a Photoshop example using that Undead Builder pack. Yeah, but that blue is a lot better than that.
Yeah, and
gray.
I just think that they shouldn't have done that if they were going to, like, just do the gray. If you're going to give us the gray, show us the gray,
And, who knows? Maybe whoever was taking these pictures is like, oh, they look really cool this way, right?
Not right. That's not
but
right.
You're not
man.
showing the product, right?
Yeah.
You're using effects to alter the look. Who knows? Yeah. We'll see how they actually come out. Maybe people like you are starting to, bring this to their attention. They are very, they do listen to their fans pretty actively. True. So true. If you maybe have, a little bit of a stir of the pot a little bit, you might get an answer to that, right? All right, let's keep going here. Next up, we have Sir Enoch. I love the name Enoch, by the way. It's a cool name. But classic Knights Templar. He's looking great. Just grizzled. Love the beard. Love the whole chainmail undercoat there. Here he is. There's that bio for Sir Enoch. Again, 37 price point. Go ahead and pause if you'd like to read that now. But let's keep looking at here. And here he is. He comes with a cape. Comes with a cape. He also comes with the soft goods tunic looking thing and armament and shield. Man, this thing's looking great.
Yeah, and kind of just go with that Sir Elijah figure that they released last time. Was this like the second time they actually done soft good torso? Because that's never been done since Elijah. So it's the second time cool to see they're continuing that.
Yeah, it looks great, and look at those gauntlets, the shoulder pads, the pauldrons. Oh man,
I know. And just comparing the detail in the paint to like the All Stars, it's night and day, right? It's night and day.
Yeah, it's so different.
Yeah.
But here he is with his other helmet, that beautiful bucket helmet. I love that style of helmets with a heavy blunt, mace weapon, little short blunt weapon there. But here's everything you are getting. You're getting 2 different heads, 2 different little pop outs for the fins, 2 belts, sword, dagger, mace, pauldrons, 4 sets of hands and a shield. $37. $37. Yeah.
And something
that's 10 more than a Marvel Legend.
Yeah, 12. Yeah, 10 or 12 more. Yeah, exactly. it's a lot. And something I like too that they're doing is I feel like they're getting more confident. At least the sculptors are, and they're trying to do more human faces. Where in previous waves, it was very rare to get human face. Like it was all knights, and that could just be for reuse. But I think they're maybe getting more confident because it's hard to do. Realistic faces,
Yeah, it is hard. And I think they're doing a really good job.
Yeah, this one came out great.
Yeah, this one looks really good. All right, but here's a little photoshopped example using the pair of Sir Elijah. Those different versions of him. And you got the main Templar, the main emissary, he's out there serving the mission. And you got his, lieutenants flanking him. So
I know they're all like biblical names, like Andrew, Sir Enoch, Sir Elijah. It's like all biblical.
Yeah. All right, and let's move over to a little bit of controversy with Deacon. Deacon is Sir Enoch's horse. Here he is, and this is the promo shot, by 1/6 shooter, of course, by Trevor, looking great. A fully clothed horse, and now here's his bio. Deacon will be $65. Go ahead and pause if you want to read it. But let's keep going. Now, what do you think of when you see this horse, Josh?
I think this horse is phenomenal. The fact, think about it. So Balius was $55 when released. So the fact that it's only $10 more and you're getting all of this cloth goods plus the pieces to make Balius because you're getting the alternate saddle and the alternate mane.
That's true.
For $10 more? What? I don't know how. I seriously just don't understand the pricing. I don't understand it.
Yeah, no, they did a really great job. You're getting a horse with. And they said that this is the most amount of soft goods per square footage on or per square inch or whatever.
And it's only $10 extra. Yeah, makes no sense.
Bad. All right, but they changed it. This is now what you are getting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the reason for that is because we have a fully hooded white horse. Or a horse that's fully
so it's like a clan thing.
it's a hate group thing, and so
clan thing. You know what?
Yeah,
that makes sense. And I actually love the new armor piece that they sculpted. I think it looks awesome. I actually don't mind it. And in this time and day and age, you just got to be sensitive. You just got to be sensitive to those things. Yeah, you're right. Because there's going to be some idiots that are going to make like a custom clan figure and put their horse on that. Yep. And as the 4 horsemen, you don't want to be associated with that.
Correct. Exactly. You do not want to be part of any type of hate group. And for that, I mean, this is what they were going to send out. And
honestly, it does look like a clan horse, straight up.
All white. All white. If it was any other color,
the hood, dude.
The hood. It's a fully covered horse. Any other color, I think they could have gotten away with it. Where it wasn't being associated like that, but it was. And so they are switching it to this, which still looks great. I honestly like
I love it.
The insignia, the sigil, but that armor looks great. It's covering his face still, and I don't know, I'm excited.
And it's probably going to be painted different color, right? Because that just looks like they made it quick and they printed it, right? So it's not going to look with that gray color. Like that gray color doesn't match.
Yeah, it's going to be
maybe white or black or something. Who knows?
Something, right?
No, that's a good choice. I think. They did great. They did great.
Yeah, so there we go. But there's that Balis, Balius. But you're basically getting this horse with all that soft good and armor, and he also with a switch out hairpiece too. So you get the hairpiece, a sword, a shield, and the
flag.
And yes, this is something that they're introducing. You are now getting to get flags, and they are fully cloth with wire, so they're not plastic. You can pose it in any which way. I think that's probably one of the best additions they have here. Like just that, hey, let's give them flags.
Yeah, because they previously done flags. Like the Templar Army Builder came with a flag, but it was not soft goods, right? It was just like a plastic kind of thing. I love this. That's so cool.
That's so cool.
And it fits with the All-Stars, right? Because it's like a sneaky All-Star, because Balius is like a hard-to-find figure, right?
Yeah, so that's true.
It's this is part of the All-Stars.
Count it. All right, but there they are shown together. Okay, let's keep going here. We have Baradak. And this guy, again, I've been reading Berserk, and this looks like an apostle here.
even like Berserk's.
So the Berserker
Guts' armor. Yeah, Guts' armor. It kind of looks like Guts' armor. It gets that vibe.
Armor. But man, this thing looks mean, dude. Right out of the god hand here. Here is the bio on him. 65 for him, because he is an ogre scaled figure, so a lot bigger and just so ornate. I mean, the sword, everything on this guy is just the pits of hell.
And you get that nice cloth good, loincloth piece. I love that. And it is using a mix of Mythic Legions and Cosmic Legions parts. So really? It's borrowing from Kragnar and the original ogre scale ogre.
Okay.
But man, I don't know. I think this is my favorite one from the wave.
Yeah, this thing looks mean and just perfect, I think. But here's everything you're getting with him. You're getting that mean old, I don't know, dude. This is like getting major Berserk vibes here. But that big old sword, that shield, and the different little gauntlets there. And he is the twin brother of our
Balualith.
Yeah.
And so they did cool. And so they're the Necronomicus character, right? One of the 4 horsemen. He has like in the mythos like 6 children, and so we've gotten like Malleus, Morgulith, and now the twins. And then we have one more. Like we're going to finish actually all 6 children. It's the final reveal, but I actually like this kind of twin dynamic. I don't know.
I love this twin dynamic. Yeah, big old beefy boy, and then a necromancer. That's pretty cool. And here's the scaling with Sir Uljak. What is it? Uljak?
Ukzek.
Ukzek. Yeah. And just to get look at that dichotomy.
Yeah, it's cool. It's way cool.
That bone yellow with the black and red, and then that white and gold with Ukzek. So looks so awesome. Cool. And they're both ogre scaled, of course. All right, let's go to the last sibling, Thoracis, the first risen. And this guy, I feel like he should be, somewhere out there guarding the golden chalice, the Holy Grail.
These were the guys that were fighting Saruman in the Hobbit on top. Doesn't it look like that?
Yeah, it does.
Ring Wraith.
All right, so 3070 is a basic figure. There's go ahead. If you need to read the bio, if you would like to, go ahead and pause now. Let's keep going. But this thing looks beautiful. Take a look at that soft goods on his chest. So they have a skeleton body underneath all that ripped up yellow muddy muck. You're also getting a fur collar that's like specific for that figure, that's been tailored for this figure. And man, look at that shield.
Yeah, and it's using like kind of like with Clavian, and Clavian like has just the print of it,
right?
But this is like a fully sculpted out, and it's cool because it's like to match because this is basically Necronomus' right hand man, and then Gorgo is Arethior's right hand man. So that's why they have like their shields.
The big shields.
Yeah. So this is Arethior and Necronomus' right hand man.
That's cool. And they were also saying like if you don't want to have the shield on him, you could like put all the shields like on a wall, like in the bar,
Oh, that'd be sick.
Way cool.
Honestly, that would look nicer because I do think they are kind of clunky on a figure, but that idea is awesome.
Like just have the house
yeah.
But look at that soft goods, man. I'm just blown away at the detailing that they're getting here. It's the green is plastic, but the yellow is soft goods. So just that combination, and honestly, that takes me back to like Christopher Nolan and what he does with special effects. He always says, if you do special effects, anchor it with a real, with a live action shot. And here we have that the plastic, loincloth, but being anchored and brings you in more into the figure with that cloth kit. So I love that they're doing both of those there. But here's everything you're getting. You are getting a flag as well on this, and more of a banner. It's a little longer. It's not just a little flag, but man, just amazing for $37.
Makes no sense. It makes no sense because it makes no sense. The flag and the soft goods on him, it just makes no sense.
Yeah, you're getting feet, you're getting hands, weapons, shield, flag. $37. Think about that, friends. You're gonna get a Clavian who comes with a sword, a shield, and a belt.
A brown belt, yeah.
Come on now, come on. All right, but that is everything from this All-Stars Wave 6. Again, like you were saying, I love that it started off with some old stuff, but they're giving us so much new things. So for the Mythic Legions All-Star 6, the all-in price is $495. That does not include shipping or taxes, depending on where you live and how far away you live from the East Coast. But $495 gets you so much good. And I also feel like with that, where it is just the All-Stars are limited, you're getting way more for that all-in price, right? You're getting so much goodness.
And then with the all-in price, just like they always do, it is a discount, so you're technically getting a little bit over a free $37 figure.
Okay.
So that's like the benefit of going all-in.
Yeah, that is nice. But there is all of them. All right. Who are your top three?
Okay. Ooh. Okay. And let's make a requirement. You have to pick one of the All-Stars, okay? Yeah, because the problem is you can't compare the All-Stars to the new figures.
Yeah,
right?
you can't. Yeah,
so from the All-Stars, I'm going to go with Gorthok. I love that. I love Orc. I'm an Orc guy. And for the other ones, I'm going to go Baradak and the first Risen.
Thoracis. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let us know what your top three from the All-Star Wave 6 are. And remember, you have to include an All-Star. It's the All-Star. Yeah. It's All-Star Wave 6. Yeah. You have to include one. All right. I'm going to go.
I'm going to go with the heads pack.
I'm going to go heads pack. I'm going to go belt and probably the wings. No, I'm going both are. Out of those three, Gorthok is really cool. I do like him, but since you took him already, I'll take Bothar. And then Bone Splitter, Scally. He's just that blue and that it just pops. Yeah. And finally, I'm gonna go Sir Andrew. I love a magic user. And the wing cape on him looks amazing.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. His soft goods I think are the best of the wave.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree. All right. Well, there you go, guys. there is the Mythic Legions All-Star 6. Pre-orders have begun, and they will run until July 9th, until 11 p.m. Eastern time, of course. And I don't know. I guess maybe once upon a time, they extended that pre-order window. I'm not sure, but
they used to do it like quite frequently. Like
really,
yeah, quite frequently. Like basically, what would happen is people would be like, "I need more money. I need more time to save more money. I'm trying to get the holiday. I need more time." And there would even be sometimes. I remember one time they did a double extension. Like they extended it. People were still complaining, and they're like, they extended it again.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, they just don't do that anymore.
A little history, yeah. And Corn Boy said that the reason for that is that because they're doing so well, they have hard deadlines, right? They have to get everything in, put their order in, to get the molds and all that, and put all the figures together, right? So that's why they no longer will do an extension and will never ever do one again.
Exactly. No, I'm sure with like the start of Cosmic and how hard they're going on Mythic, that factory, as soon as it's done pumping out one wave, it's already starting on the next wave. Like there's no, and they don't want to work with another factory that doesn't know what they're doing. Like
right.
Worked with,
you want the reputation, you want the relationship, right? You want the
yeah.
And we're also getting figure obscuras that are like coming out, already.
Yeah, randomly. So, exactly. Like, no, that factory's working overtime.
They're knocking it out of the park, man. These guys are great. I'm excited for I'm excited for everything these guys do. All right, but that's going to go ahead and do it for us today. That is the Mythic Legions All-Star 6. So exciting. Friends, let us know what your top 3 are. And yeah, anything else, Josh? What are you thinking?
Nope, that's all.
All right. Well, keep collecting, keep playing, and may the action figure gods smile upon you. Peace.